Any last thought for the fans, Robert? What do you want to let them know? What are we going to see rest from RGBA this year?
Well, we got Brandon coming up. Hopefully Mikey fights. That's what we're looking at. It looks like he will. We got all those guys. All those guys fighting again. The Russians, they're gonna fight. Actually, Gradovich fights on Crawford's card, and Igis and Alexander Vozic, they both fight on Brandon's card. So they'll be busy. And then all the kids that we have in the gym. One of them fights next Friday. Tanahara, and Josh fights October 3rd. So October 2nd. So we're just keeping busy.
I'm gonna ask you this one. Keith Thurman said that he didn't think that Brandon was an appropriate opponent for Tim Bradley. What do you think about it? I asked Brandon about that. What are your reaction to it?
Keith Thurman say
that Brandon's not an appropriate opponent for Timothy Bradley.
Yeah, well, and his opponents that he's had lately in the last 2 fights, they're very appropriate. He's fighting guys they're bringing up from retirement. Is that appropriate?
Oh, you got hit.
Are those appropriate opponents? That's up. That's what he says. Let him say what he says. Let him say what he says. I think he'd be in a tough one if he fights Brandon. He knows that.
But that said, Brandon, come here. You know who said good things about your fight? Danny Garcia said he picks Brandon to win, and so did Bartholomew.
Jesse Vargas too.
Jesse Vargas. We all said Brandon wins by knockout.
Wow, I feel the same way. It's not gonna be easy, but we're gonna go out there to do our job and to do what we train to do. Go out there and do what Brandon always does. Of course, there's going to be people favoring Bradley. Also, Bradley's a great champion, five-time champion. We can't take nothing away from him. He's a great champion, but I think it's our moment. I think Brandon is hungry, and Brandon's going to go out and perform and do his job.